Okay. Longer than it should. Hmm. It's, 8. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Whoever I got is who I got today, y'all. Whoever I have is who I have. I wish I had more energy, more me to do more things. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I just wish I had a little bit more things. I think that. Good morning, Johnny Danger 7. Hopefully, you're not too dangerous. I just wish I had a little bit more time to do the things that I want to do. Just wish there was more me to go around. We've been talking about that this week. Let's see. Good morning, Vanzetta. Good morning. How you doing this morning? Good morning, Ansaga. How are you this morning? Gonna share. I've got a few more places I want to share this live to. Make sure my voice is getting captured all the places. Now this is like a whole mini production. I don't know if I'm gonna keep going. I don't. But I do know that. Good morning, Anoni Styles. Good morning, Elizabeth. That for right now works, and I'll just keep at it until it doesn't work anymore. I keep hitting these. I've been hitting these little roadblocks all year long. It's insanely annoying. Insane. Um, Yep. But I'm just gonna keep going. Good morning, Miss Patricia. For whatever reason, comments are not showing up in my. Let me go to my chat. You might want to move over. My comments are not showing up where they're supposed to. Man, this is so annoying. But good morning to you. Yeah, it's so annoying. You might want to hop over to YouTube or Facebook because, man, they are not showing up where they're supposed to. Good morning, Villanova. Good morning, Mohammed. Oh, I'm even going live on my business page. I didn't know that. I can't see anybody. I may have to cancel this. Good morning, Eugene. Good morning, Tommy Turtle. Good morning, Diamond. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, GG Cosmetic. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Jorge. Good morning, Charlene. How you doing this morning? Thank you. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Charlene, I just keep hitting some roadblocks, honey, with this with these people compute these people streaming services, man. It's just crazy to me. It is crazy to me the amount of roadblocks that I hit. But such is life. Such is life. Maybe I need to go watch my own Facebook because I can't see any comments. It's just getting like more and more difficult. Good morning, Tasha Jean, to stream, and I don't understand. Actually should not be this hard. Uh, like what I'm having to do is just becoming so annoying. Good morning, Mr. Corey. How you doing this? How you doing this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Glad to have you guys. Good morning. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. Go to TikTok. I think I'm gonna stop posting to Facebook and cancel this streaming company. I have things that I like about it, but man, the things I don't like, let me tell you the things I don't like. Woo! It's more things I don't like than I like at this point. Um, I'm having to just look at too many devices and too many different spaces. Um, and I've just kind of had enough. Just kind of had enough. Sometimes you've had, when you've had enough, you've had enough. And this is one of those moments. Like it shouldn't be hard to stream to multiple places, but well, the bottom line is really the truth. They don't want you doing it. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. They don't want you doing it. They want you all in on a single platform. Ooh, what meeting did you have? You said good morning. I'm in focus mode, hiding in my Discord. I hear that, sister. How you doing this morning, Charlene? Mr. Corey, you doing good? Glad to have you. Miss Patricia, glad to have you. Glad you guys are here. Oh, the Suno meeting in DCT, the one that was Wednesday? Yeah, that was a great meeting. I believe that's the one you're referring to. Yep, that was a great meeting. I don't know much about Suno personally, but I'm excited for the people who've been able to really make a lot of meaningful music with Suno. We've got some folks who are really killing the game. Um, I will say this, and this is kind of how I've decided to um, tackle it because y'all are so many things. I don't know if y'all feel the same way. There are so many things that you can do and build out an entire business from. And so I've made a conscious decision to like not tap into Suno personally. And I will purchase from folks or learn from others. Um, but it doesn't serve me. Oh, wow. It's been busy. Your brother just had trips. His siblings are moving back from university. So it's been a busy season for you. Yeah, yeah. Corey, I had a really bad habit. Corey said, it's not something he would put all his focus on, but it was fun. Yeah. I when I started on this journey of entrepreneurship, I had a habit of thinking I had to go all in on everything. And over the last 5 months, I've had to roll that back and realize like new trends or tools or routes to monetization are out there. I should not, hey, I should not be trying to like tackle them all. It took me a minute. That first year of business, I thought every time I learned something new that I needed to be in it. And it was probably about a couple months ago as people were just, good morning, V, as people were just starting to um happened to Suno, and I was like, "Ooh, yeah." And then I went in like one time, and then I was like, "Ooh, come out of this." And I'm glad I did. Charlene, you got about 19 hats, my friend. 19 hats. Thank you for all the different ways that you pour into your communities, man. You emanate, you like, what's the word? It's like the love just pours out of you to all the different people and all the different spaces. Jeez. Because you didn't added two more healthy eaters. You're not gonna tell me somebody coming back from college that don't eat your ah. Good morning, Crystal Lovely. Good morning, good morning. It's Friday. And on Friday we celebrate wins. All right. Good morning. We're gonna celebrate these wins. Good morning, Miss B. Yeah, just how it goes, Charlene. I'm telling myself, put too much on your plate. Good morning, Brittany. You missed the Suno class, Miss Patricia, or did you? What class did you miss? What class are you referring to? Let us know so we can direct you in the right place. What class are you wanting to be connected with? It's Friday, and every Friday I'm gonna celebrate wins, and I hope you celebrate with me. It's been a great, great week. Was it perfect? No. Did it come with challenges? Yes. Did it come with problems? Absolutely, it did. But regardless, it's Friday. We made it. Those of you who celebrated Juneteenth, what did you do? Let me know. In this work, we don't just work, we venture. We talked a lot about that this week. And on this Friday, I just want us to take some time to celebrate on what went well. Now, it could be tied to the things that I've been talking a lot about, or it could be, okay, your own personal wins. Okay, so it doesn't have to be the top this week. It doesn't. All right, but I do want to take a minute to talk about what we went through this week. Monday, we talked about the power of delegation. If you can afford it, consider getting a VA. Otherwise, find other parts of the business or your life that you can automate. All right. So we're going to start there. And the challenge from that day was to find something that could be done by some other entity so that you can sit it down and forget it. All right. Wednesday, we talked about looking beyond the obvious. All right. So how do you, good morning, how do you pull the layers back and really start digging deeper to discover what the real challenges are for you? All right. And then to tackle those challenges with real solutions. All right. That's what we talked about this week. So if you have a win associated with any of those things, great. If you don't, here it is. But I do want you to tell me, what was your win this week? What did you do that was successful? What did you do that gives you great joy? There's nothing too big or too small. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Good morning, Miss T. How you doing? I ain't seen you in a minute. How are you? Like just in general. We see each other on the internet. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? All right. Let's see. Keep them wins coming. I'll talk about it. Keep them wins coming, and we're gonna talk about it. Miss Patricia, the class that you're wanting to take, that is my market research class. It's on my website. You go to my profile, and it's market research trends that sell. You can grab the replay if you need it. Otherwise, you can join me in my class this week on keywords. I'm teaching a class on keywords. That's the class you missed. Hop in, get in where you fit in, Swiss. Get in where you fit in. It was 2 weeks ago. Almost three now. But the replay's up and available. And especially since you sell physical products, you'll probably really, really enjoy it. All right, so let's see. Miss B said, I posted my first 2 TikToks this week. A mini win. I don't think that's a mini win. I think that's a big win. What you talking about, Miss B? That's a big win. That's not a mini win. Shut yourself out for that. You posted on TikTok. It's hard. It's time consuming. It makes my stomach hurt to think about it. It makes my stomach hurt to think about it. That's a huge win. Congratulations to you, Miss B. I need to get my sound effects. I don't know how to do it. Miss Charlene, if you know how to do the sound effects where you can get people clapping and stuff, let me know. I'm still learning. All right, let's see. Charlene, her win, all copy for the magazine, your quarterly magazine. If you guys didn't know, y'all need to get on the sign up list with Charlene. She has a quarterly sign up list. We didn't know. So you can see all the things that come out of her magazine. The theme of her magazine this quarter is community, and you're going to see all the ways her community is going to show up in that. All right. Her second win, she released her song. Charlene, where can we find the song? Congratulations. You rocking and rolling while also enjoying the birth of triplets, while also bringing those lovely young adults back home and making them feel loved and cared for while they're there for the summer. Personal win started talking about her secret community soft launch publicly out loud. Okay, secret community. What kind of community is it? Give me more details. You've been busy. Congratulations. You've been busy. Ooh, all right. Lady T, you opened your own community with 2 DCT coaches. I love it. I'm here for it. Congratulations. Congratulations. Does the community have a theme? I'd love to know more so I can celebrate your success. Yeah, yeah. Chaotic Disney princess, good morning to you. Congratulations, guys. Y'all are doing the thing and the thing is not doing you. All right? Y'all are doing the thing and the thing is not doing you. Let me take a screenshot so I can go look that up. Evolving Big. I feel like maybe you played this song on the DCT calls. Good morning, Foodie. Good morning, Kelly. Glad to have you. That's what I feel like. The theme is for women 35 and older finding their new norm. I like it. Yeah. Good morning, Ty. I don't know if that's Ty Daniels or if that's no, not the Ty. Yeah, that's a beautiful song. That's a beautiful song. I remember I was on that call. Hey, Kelly. Kelly said, I'm back up. Kelly, today we're celebrating wins. What were your wins this week? I think I can guess, but I don't want to talk over you. Mr. Chris, if you're still out there, what are your wins this week? Sawed off Soma. Good morning. Good morning to you. How y'all doing? Tamara, good morning. How you doing? Got a lot of new names and faces, so let me give my spiel. It's Friday. I'm Martine Brown, and this is Morning Motivations with Martine. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm right here, same time, same place, just to offer you a few minutes of encouragement as you navigate this thing called life. And the truth is, I don't have it all together. I'm just figuring it out and winning and losing day by day right alongside you. And that's the truth. Sometimes I win and all the social media is rolling and I'm killing the game. Other times, I did half of what I need to do and I'm overwhelmed and just barely getting the bare things done, the bare minimum done. Right? Both things are true. Both things are true. So I invite you to come along and do it alongside me. think it did, Kelly. It said some live comments were blocked out based on the. So I think it did block your comment. I don't, girl. What did you say? What did you say, girl? They filtered it. They filtered it. I don't want you to get put off the. All right, so Kelly's win was her listening party last night. So she put out an album. You guys go follow Kelly. Go get on all her things. So, Lady T, tell us about the school if you're doing that. Let us know where the school is. If there's a fee, give us all the deets. All right. What's the name of the single? I think the single was the first song you played. I actually was able to go to her listening party, and she's got a whole album of hits, y'all. All right. Oh, I bet it did block the title of the single. So I don't know why it blocked her single title, but go listen to her song. They stream on Spotify. All right. Let's get her stream count up. Beautiful, beautiful songs. And what she's got her lyrics are awesome, her songs are awesome. But I am so amazed at what she's been able to do with the rhythms and the tempo she has underneath. No two songs are the same. Okay. And you get a really good sense of who she is as an artist and what challenges are, but also where she's winning. Okay. It was beautiful. All right. Now, Miss T, she's got a school. It's called Timeless Vision on Facebook, and the school platform is $10 a month. $10 a month, not bad. Miss T, tell us a little bit of what the. I might have to. We may flip this on Fridays. I think we're gonna flip this. Good morning, Crappy Tay. How you doing? On Fridays, don't be surprised if I start inviting you to come up to tell us about your wins so I can hear you and ask these follow-up questions. Don't be surprised. It's coming. I'm going to do that next Friday. I think that would be a nice shake-up because I know my calls can be, if you come to them enough weeks, you may roll out of them. So we need to shake it up. Fridays I'm gonna be doing live interviews. I'm gonna ask you. So be prepared for that. Be prepared for that. Be prepared to hop up. Crappy Tay, we're talking wins. What are your wins this week? I ain't walking very fast. I really didn't want to walk today. But I knew it's what I needed to do. So here I am. So my win is that I walked, even though I didn't really want to. But I missed last Friday. So I felt that it was imperative that I get her done this Friday. All right, Mr. Corey says his win is that he invested in his AI journey and he ooh. Oh man. That is beautiful. Congratulations. He updated his Chat GPT so that he can fully maximize all of Chat GPT's features. Congratulations to you. That's no small feat. There are a lot of subscriptions out here. And by golly, Anytime you make, especially if you do it on an annual basis, especially if you moved up to that higher tier on Chat GPT, it is no small feat to make a year-long investment on these tools. So congratulations to you. And I can't wait to see how much more you're going to be able to get done by making that choice. All right. So Lady T's group is a focuses on women in business. And it also talks about motherhood and women's health. That's what our community is based on. Good morning, Miss Samela. How you doing? How you doing? Good to have you this morning. Oh, we're jam-packed on this Friday. How y'all doing? I'm glad all of you are here. You walking today? I'm walking, but I don't want to. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm walking slow. I'm walking slow because I don't really want to, but I need to. So I'm doing it. Because sometimes that's just the way it has to be done. Sometimes you have to do it even though you don't want to. And that's just what it is. What it is. Or what it ain't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cancel my restream. That's gonna be my win. I'm gonna cancel my restream subscription. I love the app, but it ain't serving me the way it needs to. And then I'm going to stream from TikTok on my phone. I'm gonna stream from YouTube on my computer, and I'm gonna stream from Facebook on my content calendar. I have a phone that's just for content calendar, just for content, and I'm gonna stream from there. Okay, I'll give Stream Elements a try. Because Restream, well, I don't know, Charlene. I typically stream from Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. But what I'm finding is Facebook, I have to, if I'm going to stream to a group, I have to stream directly to that group. All right. And so I have a couple groups I was sharing this live to, and I can no longer do it that way anymore. It's very annoying. Very, very, very annoying. So I guess the question is, can Stream Elements, it may be that the rules have changed for all third-party tools. That's what I'm getting at. So that may not change anything for me. Yeah, I'm finding they're not, because I had a loophole. I've been running that loophole all year. And they were like, wait a minute. You're out here publicly sharing your groups. And it was like, heck no. Let's see. I was doing some research. All right, this is Mr. Corbin. Of course, he's doing some research, and he found a gap and a niche. Isn't that nice? But he needed to upgrade so he can fill that gap. I like it. It is my hope and prayer that this thing turns into something that gives you the freedom in your business you've always wanted. It's always beautiful when you can find something and you realize, you look around and nobody's really filling the gap. It's always a beautiful thing. Yeah, I'm learning. Facebook does not, well, and they won't let you play music. So I might be just letting it go altogether. I don't know. I think I'm gonna. Maybe I'm making this decision live. I think I'm gonna minimize my I don't know. So many decisions. But there's so many platforms, right? So many platforms we could choose from. Each and every one of them you could be successful on, but you really should be committing to one as your place to be. And I don't want to make that commitment just yet. I want to be all over the place. Okay. V says she saw a notice on CapCut that Facebook not playing nice with them either. So she thinks it's a behind the scenes thing. Definitely. Definitely. Side note, a couple of articles are out there about CapCut. I'm actually going to stop using CapCut. I love CapCut too, but I'm going to stop using it. CapCut has changed their agreements. And basically, if I understand it right, if you use CapCut, they own all of your content and they can do whatever they want to do with that content in perpetuity if you want to use CapCut. So just keep that in mind, that that's now a thing, and it may change whether or not you want to continue using CapCut. So, Charlene, are you saying that any content that we use on TikTok and Facebook, we don't own? So, are you saying that they changed their policies? Because you're right. Um, Anything you put on TikTok and Facebook, you don't own, really, and they can do whatever they want with it. I think what concerns me on the CapCut end, full disclosure, is a lot of what I have on CapCut is my raw, unedited stuff, whereas TikTok and Facebook is my finalized, polished stuff. And it's a snippet of the story, right? So I don't know. I'll say this across the board, it's probably time for all of us to pay closer attention to the agreements we sign when we hop on any of these tools and platforms. I'll say that. Charlene, given that the policies have changed on CapCut and so that it matches TikTok and Facebook, are you still gonna use it? Because you like, let me know what you think. Got it. Yeah, I didn't think about it that way because it's so true. Basically, so what Charlene puts basically, once you put content somewhere, it's not yours again. Act as if the platform is rented space. And CapCut has joined in those efforts. Now, to her point, you can stop using CapCut and use the TikTok app, and you're going to have the same problem. So, any video that you bring into TikTok, the native TikTok app, and edit it with the TikTok tools, you've got the same problem. And so then she says, your personal things, things that are unique to you, don't put it on CapCut. But the business stuff, the things you want to sell, that goes on CapCut. Good points. Thank you for adding that context. I'm going to be teaching a class in July. Yeah. And I was debating whether or not to use CapCut. I think I'm going to show. I've got another tool that I'm going to show in that class, so I'll probably show the other tool. But I'll keep CapCut. Miss T, check your license and agreement with ClipChamp. You probably, this is pretty standard. She's right. This is pretty standard that wherever you put the information, who owns it is a factor. It doesn't matter. Whoever owns it. which is crazy. I've been on Facebook so long. Like I've got 30 years worth of pictures on there from when I didn't really know anything. Some of them at this point, if I lose the Facebook, then I would lose those pictures forever. And they're not even 100% mine anymore. They're not even 100% mine. Something to think about. Let's talk TikTok too for a minute. TikTok has an expiration date of yesterday, maybe, and they got another extension for another 90 days. I predict we're about to just see a complete series of extensions through the Trump administration. I'll be honest with you. I don't see a deal. In business, it takes a long time in general for deals to come to fruition. Um, so it will take a couple years. I would be personally surprised if they bursted out of anywhere with, "Oh, we've made a deal." I would be shocked. All right. So if you're concerned that TikTok's going to go away, I think it's going to be a couple years, and I think that the president is going to continue to extend um, this probationary period or whatever you want to call it. All right. Oh, V, that's a wonderful perspective. You post, you upload what you can afford to lose. If you can't afford to lose it, don't post it. Don't create with it. That's a great way of saying that. And to be honest with you, that's across all tools. That's why it takes community. Because I'd forgotten. Thank y'all for reminding me. Any tool where you upload an asset, you probably lost some ownership unless the license agreement says otherwise. You probably have lost it. All right. So TikTok, man, I'm not worried about it. It's gonna take a couple years. I'll be here on TikTok. YouTube is my backup. And I hope y'all just keep joining me. I'm here every week, man. Every week, at least 3 times a week. So I hope y'all keep rocking with me. This whole thing with the TikTok is messy. I think listen. We're gonna get an extension like it's an electric bill. Okay. Can I get another 30 days? Can I get a 90? Can I get a 60 day? Great point. Charlene made a great point. Any tool that you want to know legally, what do you own? Go in ChatGPT and say, "Hey, who owns what I create on CapCut? Who owns what I create on TikTok? Who owns what I create on Instagram or Meta? Who owns what I create on Clipchamp?" All right. I don't necessarily read the small dummy, but I typically don't. So and it changes and it updates. A lot of these companies update their terms and license agreements on a regular basis. So make sure y'all do that homework. Another one to check for is Creative Fabrica. Oh, Canva's another one to guess. Oh, who owns your stuff with Canva? I've got like 12 or 13 years worth of content over there. Who owns it? Yikes. That's a scary thought. A lot of the contracts, I work as an ID during the day. And
I've signed I sign contracts all the time, and I create content for these companies, and they own it. They own it. I'm just a creator. It's written in as part of our contract. I have other partnerships and contracts that I've signed where when I leave, because I'll leave eventually. Good morning, Miss Sherilyn. When I leave, that content actually moves over. Good morning, Michelle. The content's gonna go with me. So I've got outside of my day job, I've got two contracts that I'm currently contracted to. One, when I leave, I will take that content with me. The way it's written, I own it, and they have established the organization has established that the content goes with me. Right? I have another contract. I don't own jack crap. I make all the stuff. I create courses for them all the time, and when I leave, it stays with them. They have proprietary ownership, and I signed the contract that says that. Yeah, Canva's a good one. I feel like this has the makings of an article. Would y'all be okay if I wrote a little article around this? I think it should be talked about more. Good morning, Black Girl Designs. What are your wins this week? What are your wins? Good morning, Miss Shirley. What are your wins this week? B said, child, that is the question. All my business stuff is there, right? And Charlene made a great point. So depending if you've added elements from Canva into your design, then that may shift who owns the design. Bottom line is, if you didn't go into Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator or Procreate and make every stroke yourself, you don't own it. All right. That is why graphic designers and those who can design and build products and logos in that way, that's why they're so important. That's why they're not going anywhere. Has nothing to do with art. Nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with who owns what. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Melanin Seduction. Good morning. How you doing this morning? How's it going? What were your wins this week? What went well for you? Ooh. I'm gonna have to come to your garden. You gonna have some wonderful red, some wonderful green and reds by the end of the summer. I love that for you. Oh, I'm good, honey. I got on this treadmill this morning, not really wanting to walk. So then I was like, that's probably where I should be. So I just took my pace down and I'm gonna just keep at it, child. I'm gonna just keep at it. All right, so let's talk. A few more things I need you guys to know. Oh, you've been busy. Come on. You got a lot of wins. Come on. She sold the class yesterday. Boom. So 3 physical coloring books. Boom, boom. All right. Look, the way this world and this society has gotten me personally stressed, coloring is a great way to just decompress. Michelle, I know we do coloring on Tuesday. Maybe we need to do some kind of partnership. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, the TRM team, and we do some kind of, I don't know, something, partnership, spotlight. Let me know what you think about that. We've done it a couple times. Also, we would love to have you come on Sundays with TRM and support you in sharing the coloring books. If y'all don't know, Michelle has gotten She's got a class where you can actually go learn how to fix your coloring pages. In addition to all of her coloring pages, like all of her other services. She just did this class. Good morning, Miss Lisa. How you doing this morning? Miss Lisa, what was your win today? What went well for you this week? What can we celebrate with you? Oh, I'm doing great, Miss Lisa. I'm doing great. I've got a few new faces, so I'm going to touch on give my little spiel. For my new faces, this is Morning Motivations. This summer, our schedule is 7:15 Central. We run for about 30, 40 minutes. And I'm just here to offer you a little bit of encouragement and support as you navigate your business and your life. All that means is I'm no expert. I'm just one broken individual trying to fix myself along the way. And I invite you to join me in that process. All levels of movement are welcome, including the movement of zero. No, you don't need to be moving because I'm moving. Not a requirement. All right, not a requirement. Miss Mella wasn't her listen. The music is just so good. It's so good. I really hope she sells some songs to some people. That's what I hope. I hope you sell some things to some people. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, sounds like Michelle, you're saying that you're still trying to master showing up. Oh, showing up on time for your own life. Well, listen, add TIM to your list. You know we do a coloring show. We feature artists all the time. So we'd love to have you come on and talk about your class you just did or talk about your book you just put out. Come on, Miss Lisa, for the upload to the YouTube of the channel. Come on. That's an excellent win. That is an excellent win. It's my hope that you get the likes and commentary you need and that it continues to elevate your own brand, sis. I love these wins. Y'all keep them coming in the chat. These are wonderful wins. And thanks for getting me to 5K today. Y'all are awesome. I keep telling you, I ain't want to walk. I ain't even going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Oh, Lord. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I didn't give up. I'm glad I didn't make excuses today. Let's see, Miss Samela, I just uploaded my first Canva. Come on with the Canva generator. Come on. Hey, you got a sales link? Can we purchase it? I have to reword my language. Can we purchase it? All right, listen. Can you send me the sales link? Y'all go follow Samela. Go follow her so she can let us know as soon as she posts her. Is it her beacons? Okay. It's our okay. Yes. I'm gonna go find your account so I can go purchase my generator so I can go play with it. See how I did that, Miss Kelly? I learned my lesson. I gotta ask. I'm gonna start with ask for the sales link. Kelly knows what I'm talking about. Retool my language, girl. Miss Lisa sessions the ways. Wins. Book for coaching. Yes. Finish projects for the week. Check. Gain some subscribers. Check. And you went to sleep. Look at God. Congratulations. Congratulations. Y'all are doing great work. You're doing the right work. And it's not easy. The world is not being too kind, but we continue on. The money ain't where it might need to be, but we continue on. All right? It's all that we can do until something else happens, until we have our own breakthrough. All right? Next week, I'm teaching a class on keywords. I'm teaching a class on how to use different tools. Some of them are low cost, like maybe $40 a year. Some of them come with like a monthly fee. I'm not going to ask anybody to buy anything. It's one of those classes where I want you to come watch and learn and then decide what tool you want to buy. All right? So I'm going to be doing that next week. I'm going to teach you how to leverage ChatGPT, and I'm going to teach you how to leverage ChatGPT and keyword files. They usually, every time you go pull keyword files, they're full of a bunch of words. They're kind of hard to analyze. So I'm going to show you how to put those two together. All right, that's next Saturday. The class date and time has changed to next Saturday. All right, at 3:30. Mastering keywords. I'm gonna be talking about that all next week. Is that Miss Samela in your profile of your TikTok? We can't click it on here. We can't click it. We can only access any link from your profile page. All right, so that's next Saturday. I'm going to be talking keywords. When I was running my Etsy shop, I had just a really good knack at finding really good keywords. And my products, well, it was a combination. I would find emerging trends, and then I would go make a prompt guide or images based on that. And my content rose to the first page. And that's what keywording is about, especially when you're using marketplaces. You want your product on the first page. No one buys things on the second, third, fourth, fifth page. You don't buy anything on those pages. So you got to figure out how to get your things on the first page. And once you figure out that skill, it can apply anywhere. Amazon, Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram. Good morning, Miss Toya. Good morning to you. So I'm going to be teaching you how to do that next Saturday. I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to use a couple of tools to walk you through it. I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to make the most of those long, boring spreadsheets that don't tell you anything. They give you the data, but they don't. The sheet don't tell you anything. To be honest with you. All right. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna walk you through what I've learned so that we can start doing the right work when we're building our products. And we're gonna focus on Etsy and Everbee. It's gonna be our main tool. But if you have a beacon shop, the search, the keywords that you use on Everbee and Etsy, you're gonna put them same keywords in your descriptions and in the titles of your products on beacons. Human beings are not that, we're intelligent and we are intuitive, but we're not that smart. So whatever words we use on Etsy, we're going to use basically the same words in Google and basically the same words on Amazon, and it goes on and on and on. All right? We're not going, oh, now I'm on Amazon, I need to search different. No. Okay? That's just not the way this works. Human beings are human beings, and if they're going to go between different websites, yes, but the words that they come up in their mind to use are going to be very familiar. Okay. This is class 2 of my market research series. Class 1, we covered how to search for a trend. That's what we did in class 1. How do you search? How do you validate whether this thing that you're seeing is going to be something people buy? And that could be physical or digital products. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. What you will find is a lot of the stuff people are out here selling and are saying you should sell, ain't nobody looking for it yet. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't stop making the product, because you might just be so early in that trend that people aren't searching for it. What you have to decide is, or have to validate, is it worth all of your time, or should you just put a little bit of something out there? That's what you're trying to determine. Okay? You're trying to determine, should I give it my all, or should I just put something out there and keep an eye on it? Okay? That was class 1. Good morning, Dean. Good to see you, Brother Dean. Class 1 was how to find research trends that sell. Class 2, we're diving deeper. Now that we know that the product has the ability to, that people want it, it's in demand, what are the keywords I need to attach around that product? That's what we're going to be doing next. All right, Lisa's on it. Yes. Yes. And I learned this lesson the first year. This is before it was called DCT. Misha was teaching classes on Etsy, and one of her pieces of advice was to post your content, to list your products early. And I'm a teacher planner girl, and so I love to be proactive. And I did exactly what she said. I was selling prompt guides at the time. I had figured out keywords and how to find just the right keywords. And there were a couple of niches where no one at the time was really creating prompt guides or images for. So I had all 3 pieces. People wanted it, but not many people had created products around it. All right. The second piece was, I had the product and I had the right keywords attached. And then the last piece was, I just needed to market it. And I posted early. So that was the second part of the puzzle. I posted early. This was Christmas stuff and Mardi Gras prompt guides. And Christmas prompt guides. This is what the tool was at the time. And so, baby, for a month straight, I was selling several a day. You got to remember, at that time, I didn't have no following. I wasn't good. I wasn't good at 90% of what I'm much better at now. And I was selling prompt guides every day for like 30 days straight. All right. And that's what we're trying to get to in our businesses. Okay. We're trying to get to a point where we are speaking to the right audience. We're trying to get to a point where we know that there's a demand, because just because you like to do it, just because thought leaders told you could sell it, doesn't mean it's sellable right now yet. Okay. So you've got to find that one thing that's in demand. More people are asking for it than people actually have it. Second part of the thing. Then on top of that, you got to have the right words, the words that target audience is using. All right. You got to have those words tied to that product. And then the last piece of it is you have to market it. 3 different buckets. Do people want it? What do they say about it? Sell it to them using the words that they used when they said they wanted it. All right. And so this series I'm in the middle of teaching, I'm going into each part of that. Good morning, Ms. D. I'm going into each one of those sides of how to effectively sell your products. All right. Good morning. Class 2 is next Saturday. I'm going to be talking about keywording all next week. If you go to my profile and go to my website, you can access all the classes that you need. All right. Profile at the top. That little circle. Go to the circle. Access what you need. Thank you, Miss B. Thank you, Miss B. Hey, no requirements. No requirements. Do people want it? It's 3 buckets. You got to figure out, do people want it? If they want it right now, you need to be doing everything you can to get it in their hands right now. If they don't want it right now, you might make products around it. You might. But that may not be where you need all your energy at. All right. My first class, Market Trends That Sell, does that. All right. It does that. 2. Bucket 2. What words are they using to say they need the product? Once you've established, yes, they want it and they want it right now. What words are they using to say they need the product? That's keyword research. You have to have the right words attached to the product. All right. And yes, in my class, we're going to explore Etsy and Everbee. It doesn't matter. Human beings aren't that different. Okay. They're going to use the same words across all the platforms. They're not changing up the words just because they're on a different platform. Okay. Bucket 3. Now you got to take those words and all the information that you learned about their needs, their wants, their desires, and you got to make content that markets to them. Right? You can't just depend on the marketplace. Etsy ain't gonna do it for you the way you think alone. Neither is Beacons, neither is Shopify, Pinsite, and all the rest of them. You've got to drive people to where you want them to go. And then what makes places like Etsy special is once they see the trickles coming in, they see all those trickles coming in, then they push your product up, 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 up. And you're on the first page where you're supposed to be because you've done the work. But you got to do all 3. I'm living proof. I ain't been posting about my classes. Ain't nobody buying no classes because I haven't what? Posted. I've been doing emails. Mm-hmm. Been doing some emails, but I ain't posted about it. I know there's a need. I validated that. But until I post more and talk about it more, I won't have my full framework done. And it won't create the turnover I need for success. All right. Those are the 3. Thank you, B. Do people want it? What are the words that they're using to say they need the product? Because you got to splatter them words everywhere. All right. And then take those keywords and make content that's going to market to them. All right. All right. Hey, B, I'm going to be in your inbox. Be on the lookout. Let me in your inbox. So I'm teaching a class. I'm teaching not just one, a series. Because here's what I've learned about working in this space. These one-offs is eating everybody up. Learning, going and taking a class one time, there's never enough time to cover everything well. And I'm gonna tell on y'all. I'm gonna tell on all y'all. Y'all not doing the homework. Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't doing the homework, people. I love y'all. So a lot of folks are taking the class, they're all energized, and then they fall off. And then they take the new class and the new class, new topic, yeah. And then they fall off. take the new class, yeah, blah, blah. Then they fall off. And so what I'm finding, and this is through the Patreon, we have a Patreon subscription with my creative partners. What I'm finding is my learners who, because we as a team, all three of us are doing this, we have slowed down and we've taken large topics and broken them into smaller pieces. They are more confident. They are more accepting of the shifts we're asking them to make and how they think. And so their learning is deepened and they are a better business person over the course of months. How do I know? They tell us as much. That's the way their feedback is framed. But that's because as their teacher, I'm no longer doing one and done instruction. Okay? No more one and done instruction. I'm doing series. One topic, 2 to 3 classes on that topic. All right? So that they have more grounded foundation in what's being taught. So the first class, our example that we used were clap hands or rhythm fans. All right. Class 2, I'm not changing the example. I'm diving deeper into the topic and I'm providing additional support. Class 3, I'm not changing the topic. I'm adding some new topics and I'm going even deeper. All right. So if you want to join any of my classes, they're my profile. I love what I do. I can't wait to see you. I believe it's going to be a jam-packed class because people need this. There is no, you are wasting your time. You got all that stuff in your store. Ain't nobody going to buy them because they don't even know it's there because you haven't connected them to it. All right. Allow me to help be a connector. All right. That's it for me, y'all. Y'all get on here an hour. I just started to sweat. I said I didn't want to do it, but I'm here and I did it. Oh, my YouTube and Facebook people, it's been wonderful. I got to figure out a better way to get this done on Facebook. And I'm like, Facebook, I might give up on y'all. We'll see. Um, but I will see you guys Monday. I'll be back Monday. I'll be back Monday. See you Monday, guys. Facebook and YouTube.